Hi, I'm Sandra at artypapercrafters.com and I'm pleased to be sharing my tutorial with you today where we're going to make this gorgeous little gift box with an acetate sleeve. And I've made this using the gift box punch board because I brought the gift box punch board and don't seem to have used it very much. And I had an idea I wanted to make a little gift box with it. And I came up with this little idea to change it up by making my own acetate sleeve. So that's what we're going to make today. So let's crack on with it. And if you like my video today, please could you like, share and subscribe to my channel called SandraR. Thank you. So let's crack on, and we're using the gift box punch board. If you've never seen the gift box punch board before, you have an inch chart on it and a centimetre chart, so whichever measurements you like to work in. It gives you all your paper sizes and it tells you what size box you'll be making. It tells you where your start line is to put your paper. Here is your start line on this left hand side, and your diagonal line is on the right hand side. And when it says to score on the vertical and diagonal, that's the horizontal, the vertical, and that's the diagonal line. So that's all you need to know, other than that it has a pull out arm. If you've got a longer piece of card or paper, you pull that out, and that helps you to see to score a longer length. I'm just going to pull you out slightly so that you can see that a bit better. I think that's okay. Right then, so we're starting off today, and the punch board that the gift box that I'm making today is 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 inches. So you need a piece of paper the size of 6 by 6 inches. Your start line is S for small and your diagonal line is S for small. So you put your cardstock in, and this is mint macaron. We're putting it in on the small, which is here. You punch down and then you score your vertical line, your horizontal rather, your vertical, and your diagonal line on the small. Turn it 90 degrees, back in again on that small, punch down, score the horizontal line, the vertical line, and the diagonal line. Turn it again 90 degrees, punch, score your lines as before, turn it again to the last side, score those lines again, so that's all the scoring done, and that is what you should have. So now you turn it over the opposite side and you put it back in your board at this S for small, and you can see that you've got these little marks here. We're going to punch those out. So back into the board and punch, turn it round, back in at small and punch. And you do that all the way round until you've come back to the beginning again. And that is all our punching done. Now you can put a notch in on this box, but today we're not going to. This is the side where you do your cut out notches. Let me turn it over and show you. It will cut out a little notch so that your box clips together, but we're not clipping our box together today. We are going to fold it in on itself. So let's get rid of those bits, we don't need them. Bring in our bone folder So you start off and you do your middle lines first, all the way round to your box. Burnish all of those. Then we're going to do these outer ones. And now we're going to get these corners done. So you pull that in on itself and push it back like that, and then get your bone folder and burnish that, and we're going to do that on all 4 corners. I think it makes easy little boxes, this gift box punch board, and it takes the headache out of sizing them up yourself. So if you're not sure on sizes, this gift box punch board is brilliant for that, because you've got all your measurements there for you. You've just got to do the scoring and folding, as they say. Right then, so now I'm going to use the fast fuse because it's good and sticky, and we're going to do the opposite ends. We're just going to tuck those flaps in. Normally these would be the closure for the box, but today we're doing an acetate sleeve on our box. And then we need some fast fuse on these outer corners. All the way round. So, and then we're going to go round and push that in, and that will stick down on itself. Same with all the 4 corners. And while we're about it, what I'm going to do is that flap there is going to go here, because then we're going to fold that flap over the top of it. So what we're going to do as we go round, we're going to put some fast fuse on that to stick that down like that. Same with this, press that in. Put some fast fuse on the inside of that and press that down like that. And then I think I'm going to stick this flap down because I think it'll be in the way if we don't. Press that down and get your bone folder and just give that a good burnish to make sure that's good and stuck down. And then the last 2 we're going to do together. And it's going to be a bit harder for me to get my fast fuse in there, so we're going to go over to the wet glue. Of course you can use wet glue to stick the whole of the box together if you want to. It's just that the fast fuse is good and sticky and sticks instantly. Right then. So press down one. And then the other, and I'm just going to hold that in place for a couple of seconds, and then we're going to use the fast fuse on this little flap here like that, and fold that in and press that down again to make sure that that's good and stuck in there. And that is our little box made, and you can see that that makes a really strong reinforced box that way. Absolutely brilliant, I think. And of course you can make it in all sizes. So that's the box made. So now we're going to do our acetate sleeve. Oh, I don't think I gave you the measurements, did I? Let me move this, I'm getting into a pickle here. So I did say that you needed a piece of cardstock that measured 6 by 6 for the gift box. This piece of acetate sleeve measures 8 1/4 inches by 1 15/16, and we're going to score it on the long side at 1 7/8, 3 3/4, 5 5/8, and 7 1/2. So that's that done. And I've got 4 pieces of DSP. This is the Affectionately Yours DSP. I like it because it's got that small little flowers, so it's good for small projects. So we're going to stick those onto our box the right way up, of course. Let's have them like that. So first of all, we're going to stick those down onto our box. So a bit of wet glue. And stick those onto the middle there. Pretty colours in this paper. Pretty, eh? Cute. And then I've got 2 little chocolates to fit into my little gift box. Lindor, of course. Now we've got our acetate and we're going to fold and burnish that. So to see your score lines on this. Do you know? My lights are reflecting on the acetates and I can't see it properly. The last one. So I've done it so that the seam gets stuck underneath. So we want a piece of fast fuse on the underside there. And we wrap that round our box. that on there, and as you can see that slides in and out beautifully. Cute, eh? And now I'm going to finish that off by putting some of the same very vanilla ribbon, which matches the cardstock. So I'm going to cut a length off of that. And then I've got some of this red twine, and I'm going to tie that round and tie that into a bow. So pull that up nice and tight and wrap your twine round and round a couple of times. Pull that up so that it's good and tight around there. Whoops. You feel like you need octopus's hands sometimes. Tentacles. That's that. Tie that into a bow. Voila. Tie off, cut off the ends. Give this a nice point. Like that. And there we have it. And now all we need to do is our little sentiment here that I've got on here. So let's get our sentiment. So I've pricked up on my block the little flower here from Avant Garden and the Thanks for Being You. We're going to get a piece of Whisper White cardstock and some ink, and I've got Watermelon Wonder because that matches my papers, and of course mint macaron. So I'm going to do the mint macaron in for the sentiment. I'm going to stamp that down. And then I've got my 1.5 inch circle punch. I'm going to cut that out so that I have the sentiment at the top. Oops. So that I can do my little flowers underneath. So let's get a piece of scratch paper. And I've just literally done the top of the flower in the Watermelon Wonder because you won't fit more than a few little flowers on the top there. And then line it up so that it's just under the sentiment. And there we go. And that's just sort of a little nosegay of some flowers under there. I think that looks quite pretty myself. So bring our boxes in, and we're just going to stick that on with the dimensional. Couple of dimensionals on that. Should do the trick. And then place that in the centre, like that. And I've just got a little rhinestone to finish that off. I'm just going to pop that there. And I think that that is really rather sweet and very simple and quick to do. And if you wanted to make a little batch of those for a little party or Valentine's, anything like that, they're very quickly made. So I hope you liked my little project today. You can click on the down arrow description bar if you're watching this in YouTube, and you can click on the project details or shop online. That will take you over to my website artypapercrafters.com, where you will also find lots more ideas and inspiration, because I do put cards on there too. And if you'd like to subscribe to my website, I'd be overjoyed. And if you'd like any of the products that I've shown today, I would be absolutely over the moon to receive an order. So I'll be back on Tuesday with another project. I hope you've enjoyed that today. Thank you for watching, and bye for now. Bye.